This video shows you the process for collecting the monthly analytic reports and sending them to clients. So the monthly analytic reports are a little bit different than our weekly ongoing. The clients that get monthly updates are ones that have campaigns that are over 13 weeks. So usually the clients that are on 26 weeks or 52 weeks, etc., etc. So to get the list of clients that are actually on that monthly rate, it takes two steps, and you're going to be using two different reports. One's a spreadsheet on Google, and the other is a Salesforce report to collect and then track your sending of the reports. So the first thing I want to show you is this Google spreadsheet, which comprises all of our 2018 ad clients analytics check sheet. It goes all the way back to 2015, so you want to go ahead and go as far left. As you can see, this is April. I created a May, but I wanted to show you how I did that here for an example. So if we're going to be doing the month of May, usually we wait until the end of the month, so May 31st, and then wait until at least June 1st or so to send out all the analytics. So I'm a little behind because it's the 15th, but I'll catch up right now. So what you want to do is create a new sheet to track the May clients. So we go May 2018. Oh, I'm going to do 2018A. How about that? And just for this example, I want to go ahead and just copy kind of the leaderboard information. So change this to May Ad Analytics. Change this to, it will start in 5/7. To make sure you have the right start and end date for the month, I usually go to Salesforce, click Home. Under Custom Links, there is a report called Sales Periods. Click on that. That shows you all of Newshawk's custom sales periods starting from 2015 all the way up to 2020. So for 2018, if I want to look for the month of May, it started on 5/7 and ended on 6/3. So I'm going to go ahead and add 6/3. Okay, and then I wanted to see if I could, maybe I can't. Okay. I thought there was a way to freeze this. Oh, freeze, yeah. Okay. So as you can see here, the list is going to have the advertiser name, the sales rep. You are going to add the contact name and then also mark if it's been done or not. The start date, media campaign, campaign ad name, all these things come from this report, which we'll be working on next. So let's go ahead and navigate to it. So if you need to ever find this, just click on the Reports tab on Salesforce, search in this bar and type Analytics. There should be one titled Use to Send Out Monthly Analytics. Click on that. So this is the report of all the clients that ran in April. It's important to see what this report's looking at. You will have to go in and change this from April to May or May to June or so on and so forth for the analytic reports. So a bunch of information here. It's similar to what we're going to be adding to our spreadsheet. We'll just need to make a few changes so it fits in properly. So to change this from April to May, you want to click the Customize button. This is the list of all the filters, which is telling this report what exactly we want to look at, such as campaigns that are longer than 13 weeks. We don't want to include special sections or creative services. We only want to look at campaigns that are happening this year and are not connected to our Newshawk account. So a bunch of information, but the only thing that you need to edit is the sales month name custom. And you just want to change that to the month you want to look at. So for May, then you hit OK, and then run report. If this is all the information, you should see it match the sales month text name here. And also the start date should all be in May. So once you're sure that's the right information, hit save. And you have to click back, but it's important to save. Now you need to export this. So export details to .xls, click export. I have an Ad Analytics folder. Go ahead and open that up. It's a different report. Okay, so then what I always do just to make this easier to see is just change the merge and the lines. It just, otherwise it gets very complicated. So what we're gonna do is match this report to what's here in your Google spreadsheet. So we're basically just gonna copy the columns so that when we do import it, you know, it's not messy and hard to understand. So a couple other things. I'm just gonna move this here. There we go. Now I've got everything I need to see. So the first column in the Google spreadsheet is the advertiser name. So I wanna go ahead and grab that column. I'm going to do Apple X, which is the cut feature, and then Control Insert Cut Cells. Okay, so the advertiser name is matched up. The sales rep, in this case, is the same as the revenue schedule owner. You want to leave 2 empty columns for the contact name, also for the, done, sorry. And then we have the sales week start date, which is the same thing, the media campaign name, the campaign item name. The placement is helpful, but I will put it at the back of everything. We can also remove the USD. We do want the amount net 3. The media campaign rate we don't really need. And then the sales month name, which is also here, and the placement. So we're all dandy. So now I want to go ahead and copy this. And then paste it in our spreadsheet. Now all of these reports, just for easy completion of everything, you want to, I'll remove this header, but you also want to sort everything. So usually what we do is we sort it by the sales rep. So I'll have all of Kim's accounts first and then Kimberly's second, and then just alphabetically. So to do that, go data, sort range. My data has a header row. Oh, no, never mind, doesn't select the header row. We're going to do column B, which is the sales rep. And then we're going to do column A, which is the client name, just from A to Z. Okay, sort. So now we have all Kim's accounts first, and then all of Kimberly's underneath that. So now I'm like just go in and make a little line. There we go. Okay. So to start off, we have our list of exactly who we want to send it to and who is running in the month of May. I usually go from top to bottom. So what you want to do is grab the media campaign name, copy it here. I'll copy. Oh, sorry, I forgot. The Google Docs are funky, so I have to use my keyboard shortcuts. So you won't see me doing these, but I'll tell you what I'm doing. So then I paste it here in the search field. Aha, that's the correct one, so click on it. And now I have all the information I need about the campaign. I have Kim as the sales rep. At the start, I have the end date. I have where they ran, which is the business and story, and the business section sponsor. I have who it's getting sent to. It's the contact with the check on Send Analytics, and so on and so forth. So I know that from looking at this, I'm going to send this report to Andy, and it's for BFAS. So I'm going to quickly go back here, write Andy, copy and paste through all of these. These are all BFAS. This is for each week, it's broken down, and then each position as well. Okay, now I'm going to go to Gmail. I'm going to start composing the email I'm going to send. So hit compose. You should have already sent out or already set up a canned response for your monthly analytics. I have mine set up for the month of May. So I'm just going to go ahead and insert that template here. Now I put it under June monthly, which is the month I'm sending it, even though it's for the month of May. So I'm just going to quickly edit the top and do BFAS Newslock Ad Analytics. I know it's to Andy. This image I've been adding to this monthly analytics has not been working for me. So I've had to re-import it every time, unfortunately. Let's wait for that to load. There we go. I'm going to fix some formatting. Okay. Okay, so I want to copy the email address of Andy. I want to make sure Kim is CC'd because this is her client. I also want to make sure it's Kim's information at the bottom of the email. Okay, so I also know from looking at their media campaign that they ran in the exclusive sections business, in-store, and the business section. So they did not run in the AM report, so I'm going to go ahead and remove that. To look up any analytics for our run-of site or the exclusive sections, you use DFP or double-click for publishers. I have it open. Yeah, let's go on this one. This is what it will look like when you go to the home page of DFP. What you're going to want to do is go to Reports, Queries, use an existing template if you already have one, which hopefully you should. If not, there's instructions on how to create one. Go ahead and grab a old template. Write in the client's information. I'm sorry, just do BFAS. And then this is not for June, this is for May. So you want to go ahead and change the dates from the start of May, which was 5/7, and the end, which was 6/3. It's another reason it's important to go and check those dates using the sales periods report in Salesforce, because these dates are different than the normal start and end of our calendar months. Oops. And then we want to change the order to the client that we want to look at. So BINEC is also short for BFAS. And then let's see. I have my line item, the start and the end date, and the ad unit. I do not need to see the creative at this point. Let's click Save and Run. Okay, great. So this is an example of another client that has other ads running on the site that are not related to the campaign that we want to look at. So for this example, since I only want to look at the business banner and their business inset ad, I'm going to go ahead and remove these two from our report. To do that, you need to add another filter. So I'm going to filter out the RSB Big Box 5 and RSB Big Box 6. So I do that by clicking Edit. Underneath the filter that's looking at the account, add another filter that goes by the ad unit. Let's see if it'll let me copy and paste. It did. Okay, so run of site, or RSB, I'm sorry, RSB Big Box 5 and RSB Big Box 6. Apply. Now when I run our reports, it'll be filtering out those two ad positions. So, I'm sorry, I messed up by not doing is none of. Oh, that's the bummer about working with these filters sometimes. You have to be careful. Okay, so now we have ad unit is BINEC and Favre. Ad unit is not RSB Big Box 5 and RSB Big Box 6. Sometimes these reports can also take a while. So feel free to let it load and come back to it when you can. Okay, so this is the information that I wanted. I have the impressions, the clicks, and the CTR. I want to go ahead and take a screenshot, so I make it full screen. And then I take a screenshot by hitting Command-Shift-4 and just taking the area that I need. Perfect. I hit Escape to exit the full screen. I bring this guy down here. I like to rename my screenshots so I don't send them to the wrong client. So BFAS and 618 is what I will name it. So that's just the month of June and for 2018. Oh, I'm sorry. I should be doing the month of May. I'm sorry. Okay, so I dragged the screenshots to down here. you'll find your own flow for how you want, what order you want to do things. That's usually one of my steps. And then you want to go ahead and change all this information based off what's below. So between 5/7 and 6/3, which is the month of May, your business banner ad received 30,817. We'll leave this little language here. 5763, your run of site business in story. I'm not all pulling this from my head, I'm just looking down here. We received 29. Okay, so now double check everything's right. We have the right person, the right contact, we have Kim CC'd, the subject line is correct, also his name is included. I'll double check these numbers because it's very easy, as you've probably already seen, to type in the wrong number. Looks like everything's good. Kim is the contact, and then we also have the Analytic report attached below. So now you want to go ahead and click Send in Ad, and that ensures that the email is being attached to the record from Andy of BFAS record in Salesforce. So click Send in Ad. Oh yes, because Andy is part of an agency, Whitmark Group, we also want to make sure this is getting attached to BFAS's account in Salesforce too. So scroll down, it's the one with the blue folder is an account. These other ones are media campaign deals, and you don't want to do that. You want to attach it on the account level. So it's next to Andy at Whitmark and also attached to BFAS's account in Salesforce. So send email. Awesome, so the email's been added and the email has been sent. So now you can go back to your spreadsheet and hit done, or just copy and paste. It's nice to get to complete so many at a time. The reason why there's so many is for every different app position in every single week. So sometimes, one email can knock 20 or 12 of these off your list. Another thing to note is that sometimes when you're collecting these analytic reports in DFP, there can be tiny little changes, like maybe you'll have different ad positions showing, or you'll need to, instead of looking at the ad unit, look at the line item name, which is, we'll just go run. I'll show you what this looks like. So this is the line item name. So if you wanted to only look at maybe this ad, you could just copy and paste the line item name, click edit, filter that, view. Oops. There we go. Sorry, I had to click apply. It also just takes time to understand how the DFP works and what all these different fields mean. Occasionally, just like how I call this BFAS, but the real name is Byneck and Favre, there can be different accounts in here, and you'll just have to kind of use keywords to identify which ones. Like sometimes I do the CSU, and it's CSU Extended University. It's important to really pay attention to which account you're looking under, because sometimes you can pull the wrong ads and the data for the wrong ads, and you don't want to do that. You'll hopefully realize it when you're pulling, you'll see the start and the end date, and you can compare it to the media campaign here. And if the start and end date is totally off, then you're probably looking at the wrong account in DFP. So that's my advice to you. Okay, thank you so much. Hope this helps.